I came to Bangalore University in 1984 and superannuated in year 2019. So I joined as a research assistant, completed my PhD in the area of occupational stress among prison officers. My work experience at their training institute made me to look into the life of prison warders who every day and night they have to deal with the prisoners, and then what would happen to their life and their family life and what are the stresses that are there. That was one aspect of it. So as I said, I joined as a research assistant and retired as the head of the department, professor and head of the department of Bangalore University. So during that particular phase, lot of inventions, lot of new initiatives were taken and few seminars, symposiums were organized and etc. 2019, formally I superannuated from the role of a professor, and then I joined CES, Center for Education and Social Studies, which is a sponsoring body of Chanakya University. And there I was fortunate to indulge in more research activities are concerned. So that research bent of mind I had, but as a member of the faculty in the university, a lot of factors were there where research was not was not possible for me. So here there was an opportunity for me to look into various aspects of research. So did about 3 projects that is funded by ICSSR, and then one project we tried to look at supported by APU, Ajim Premji Foundation. We tried to look at Sri Aurobindo's philosophy of education and how it can be brought into the mainstream education component is concerned. And 2022, when Chanakya University started, I joined Chanakya University as a Dean for School of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences. This is one aspect of it. Joining university, that too a private university, joining with the known people and having a lot of ideas was an important factor. And it is at this particular juncture, the new education policy also came in. Liberal education and interdisciplinary component comes into the picture, and that gave me a lot of freedom and autonomy to devise the course. Classroom component is different, and that's where it becomes a USP of the school is concerned, and interdisciplinary component was brought in, and few projects also we did. One of the projects which we did was we called it what is called as a Navapallava. Tried to look into draw life lessons from those who are 90 years plus. Okay, so those who are living healthily, happily, and try to document them. We interviewed around 70 such people, both male and female, in and around Bangalore and also Karnataka, and we are coming out with a book that is shortly being released. So that's one aspect of it, and I was also involved in few seminars and symposium, national and international component is concerned. So this is what the component is, and the USP of this particular, let us say the program or this particular university itself is the liberal education. Formative assessment component is a component. See, traditionally speaking, learning is being evaluated only at the time of end semester examination. Whatever the subject, whatever the students remember, write, and based on that we evaluate. Whereas we really don't know whether the person has really learnt or not. Now, when you talk in education and learning has 2 components. One is the acquisition of knowledge, another is the modification in the behavior. So acquisition of knowledge is the traditional component, and now post-COVID, it's a very easy task. So anybody can go to YouTube, anybody can go to different platforms that is available. Acquisition of knowledge is there, but has they really learnt it? So the second aspect of learning is modification of behavior. Whether the learning has brought in some change in the learner is what is an important factor. So here we emphasize on formative assessment. So what do you mean by a formative? 60% of the learning assessment we give emphasis on formative assessment. So no matter if an individual is at a grade 5, we'll try to make them, we can't expect a student of 5 to become 9. So what we do is that if he joins at 5, can we make him up to 7? Maybe to, gradual assessment component is there. We can formative assessment means that you develop an individual keeping in the mind whatever the reservations, whatever the strengths an individual has. So from that point of view, formative assessment is a key factor, and students are getting benefit out of this particular factor is concerned. So we have out of 160 credits for a student who undergoes 164-year course, about 48 credits we try to give orientation with regard to these value orientation, Indian orientation component is concerned. So we expect that if a student continues, even all these components would be completed within the first 2 years of their academic journey here. So any student who opts out, who comes out of the Chanakya University is likely to develop a certain value orientation which can make him a responsible citizen of the country is a factor, and also would be a contributing to the society is concerned. So this is what in very short about my academic journey, my role as a teacher, and my presence and contribution to the society is concerned, or to the Chanakya University in specific is concerned.